Hey guys, thanks for stopping by to watch another video here at All I See Is W, where in this channel the goal is to gain on positive proceeds and lead with an altruistic mindset. In today's video, I'd like to talk about MicroStrategy, ticker MSTR. They've actually rebranded their company from MicroStrategy, now called Strategy, still holding the ticker MSTR. We'll go through the latest updates of MSTR, why I'm so bullish on this company. We're not bullish enough. I think that, just with the year 2025, especially with the price of Bitcoin to reach all-time highs, I'm forecasting 200,000 in the year 2025. However, even before that, come April, we're going to see some bullish action. And most of you are wondering, is now a time to buy or sell? We'll cover all those details using technical and fundamental analysis. So stay tuned. I would encourage you to watch through the rest of the video to see my price predictions, as well as hitting the bell notification so you don't miss a beat with any new updates, as well as hitting the like, subscribing to this channel. I would really appreciate all of your support. Let's get started.
Instructed us to do was to evaluate the idea for a Bitcoin reserve, and so that is one of the things. That's one of the first things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group in the administration. So as soon as we get all that set up, we're still waiting for some cabinet secretaries who are on the working group to get confirmed. So we're still in the very early stages of this. But that's one of the first things we're gonna look at is the feasibility of a Bitcoin reserve. I think the concept of the sovereign wealth fund is a little separate, and you'd have to talk to Secretary Lutnick, or soon to be Secretary Lutnick, about that.
There you go. So we got the update from SAR with the White House discussion on how, the government intends to build on this Bitcoin reserve. So I think this really just increases the market sentiment on MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. Yes, cryptocurrency market is another sector, but I think the main demand right now is Bitcoin. And we've heard about, Texas, their actual strategic Bitcoin reserve, clearly calls out Bitcoin as the commodity that the state intends to, HODL on. So I think all of this is really going to drive up the price action with MSTR and Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the latest updates here. So Michael Saylor posted, yesterday, your strategy should be powered by Bitcoin. So very nice picture here of the new branding with the CEO who just tells that beautiful branding story of strategy, how it's evolved from MSTR, MicroStrategy, now to Strategy Bitcoin. What does this all mean with that posting? So, according to this X posting here, Michael Saylor posted his Bitcoin purchase tracker again, meaning will announce another big Bitcoin purchase tomorrow. Saylor is the GOAT. So, I think with what we're seeing here, there's going to be just more postings on, just with continual purchase of Bitcoin. So the green dots are really taking over the blue line dot. And I think MSTR continues to grow into a $1 trillion company. Can it catch up to the biggest financial institution, BlackRock, holding on to the most Bitcoin? So we see MSTR evolving now to become Strategy Bitcoin. And are they trying to become like a bank, like financial institution, BlackRock, strategic bank? So we know MSTR's HODL versus, BlackRock's HODL, very similar in numbers, although IBIT has, a huge number of Bitcoin that shareholders own because so many people want to just buy up Bitcoin. You see here BlackRock Bitcoin Trust, so increasing up to close to 600,000 in Bitcoin. So MSTR is somewhere around here, getting close to that number as well. But I think as a public company, matching the biggest financial institution, BlackRock, that really just shows why MSTR is a company not to reckon with, a titan in the industry. There's no second best, truly. And one of the interesting things is that BlackRock, they filed SEC updates in that they acquired MSTR stocks up to 5%. So keep your enemies closer. I think with this news here, MSTR, we're going to see some price action coming up here, but just taking a look at the USD value of of BlackRock here. So $55 billion. So huge numbers. BlackRock also plans on creating ETFs in the European markets. So bullish here along with MicroStrategy. Let's take a look at this posting here from Adding Livingston. Michael Saylor is closing in on 500,000 Bitcoins, 471,107 Bitcoins and counting. I believe come Monday, tomorrow, we're going to hear some updates. This number may very well get up to like 480,000 is my forecast. 45.3 billion in Bitcoin. So we saw, it's 15 billion below IBIT, but that number might be shorter, up nearly 50% all time. Strategy has no breaks, only green dots as you're seeing here. It's covering up all those blue lines. But the key takeaway is that, the company has been just buying up Bitcoin for the last 5 years with their average cost at around the 60,000 per Bitcoin, which is, much lower than the actual fair value of Bitcoin. This is the most ultimate form of the monetization of energy the human race has ever seen. The dollar cost average is becoming a relic, another few thousand potential whole corners vanishing. So about 1 million Bitcoins remaining. MSTR is continuing to buy as well as, BlackRock because that number is just going to be depleted over time. Let's take a look at Strategy's update here. So, their new website here, MSTR continues to dominate. You look at MSTR's performance compared to like the Mag 7, huge dominance here, and they will continue to dominate the market as well as dominating the big time ETFs here, even like QQQ, which they are now a part of as well, but dominating Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, even the Bitcoin commodity as well. I do think that MSTR will continue to dominate as they hodl the most amount of Bitcoin like a strategy bank, which is what they are now. Let's take a look at technicals here. Most of you are interested in, price predictions. Now that I've given you updates and color on the fundamentals with MSTR, what's going on with the company, I think their branding tells a beautiful story. It's not going to go away. Everyone knows about Michael Saylor. He's always at the Mar-a-Lago now every week, working with Donald Trump and Eric Trump. We're going to hear a lot about strategic Bitcoin reserve, sovereign wealth fund. So how is MSTR going to help the government be the powerhouse in Bitcoin and AI? So very bullish news. But when we look at technicals here, I think what we're seeing here with that big top runoff in 2024 around November at 550, the price is extremely undervalued right now. Yes, it would have been better getting in before that run up, but where we are now with that support level established at 287, I don't think we're going to see that 287 anymore. It's beginning to coil up as it's now in this bullish flag channel here. I do think that we're going to see a reverse pattern here, especially with Bitcoin still in the Bitcoin bull cycle as Bitcoin breaks through that 130,000, whether it's February, March. I think as we head into April, we're going to see that, that V shape up, break through its prior resistance of 550 come April timeframe. I'm forecasting we're going to get somewhere around that, that 750 barrier here. So somewhere up the top is my perspective, just from this price point here in white, I think that we're going to see that upward trajectory, breakthrough sometime in April is my forecast. Getting into that zone here, just based on technicals, fundamentals are telling us that MSTR continues to buy up Bitcoin. Bitcoin price, there's estimates of it going up to 200,000 as we head into 2025 towards the end of the year. I do think that there's potential for MSTR to break through that, definitely $1,000. My price prediction is somewhere around that $1,200, which is, a big a factor gain compared to where we are now, but definitely huge upside here, especially with that, bleed out from that top run up of 550. I do think it's undervalued. So buying on the discount as it starts catapulting up. So there you have it. I hope that you found this video valuable. If you did, I would truly, respect and would appreciate that you hit the like, hitting the bell notification, and subscribing to this channel. And let me know what your thoughts are, where you're commenting from. I'd love to hear, where you all are from. I read through everything. I try to respond back, but please, would love the support to this channel. But thanks again. You all have a great Sunday.